Yo, what's up, everybody, and welcome to episode 39 of the Infernal Gaming Podcast. I'm your host, BlaqHarleyQue. If you're new to the show, hello, and thanks for coming by. And if you're a returning listener, what's good, man? I'm glad you're back. We got a good one here for you today. We are recording this podcast July 24th, so the day before it drops. So this is pretty fresh, right off the presses for you. And today, it is just me, myself, and I. That's why you hear the backtrack on the back of this, because I'm gonna be taking a lot of weird, awkward pauses just because it's just me. I got to keep the conversation going. This should be a relatively light podcast today. News is kind of slow, so I told Eknight to kind of take the week off just because of that. Plus, I kind of just wanted to vibe with y'all, man. I wanted us to. I think it's been a long time since I did a solo podcast, just me by myself, and talking with y'all. And I feel like when I'm by myself, it's easier for me to just kind of talk about regular shit and just kick it. We're gonna be talking about a lot of different things that aren't gaming related a little bit today. In the end of the podcast, just kind of like some life hacks, some help, because I get a lot of questions in my inbox, and I felt like this would be the perfect place for me to put all that out there for you guys, and all that. But before we get it started, I gotta shout out my socials. I gotta let y'all know where they hit me up at. Make sure you guys follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube at BlaqHarleyQue. Also follow me on TikTok at BlaqHarleyQue, because I do a lot on TikTok now. I'm trying to work on that. TikTok is a growing platform. It's hard, but easy to kind of master and get stuff like that. And that's what I'm working on right now. Trying to get my followers up, trying to get my views up on there. And it works. But we're gonna talk about all that towards the end of the podcast. I got some 101, some help I feel like I can give you. Like I said, I'm not a master nothing at this shit, at being a content creator, but doing this for like a year and a couple months, I can share with you guys what's worth for me. But I'm gonna tell you right now, if you don't have TikTok and you're a content creator, you definitely need to get on TikTok, man. It's one of the best platforms to grow. I've gotten plenty of followers off of TikTok just because of how easy it is to just kind of grab somebody's attention for 7, 15, 30 seconds. And if you do the longer ones, regardless, it's easy to grab somebody's attention for a very short span of time. So TikTok is definitely key. Make sure you get that. Make sure you add me, follow me. I do support, follow back, all that on the platform, just because. And where you can follow me at on Twitch, where I stream like 4 days a week. I was out touching grass yesterday, so there was no stream this Saturday that just passed. But this Saturday coming up, there is a possibility that I'll be doing an early day stream. But it's a light possibility. We got a busy week this week. Make sure you follow me on Twitch at twitch.tv/BlaqXinferno. And also, if you're listening to this on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, make sure you rate this episode and the podcast itself 5 stars, man. We trying to grow. We trying to, build and, touch a bunch of different new potential listeners and stuff like that. We're growing really fast. Last week's episode, we did a podcast special, which I told you guys when we hit our 1-year anniversary for the Infernal Gaming Podcast, that I was going to be doing some, podcast specials, things that don't really focus on entertainment or gaming or anything like that, just kind of focus on just a specific topic. And last week we talked about mental health, because last week we dropped 2 episodes for y'all. What podcast do that? 2 episodes in one day. I gave y'all content. But shout out to everybody who's on those podcasts as well. But we did a mental health podcast, and we got a lot of love for that episode. And I just want to say I appreciate everybody who tuned in. I hope it helped, because that was the point of it, is to kind of, at least where I was coming from with it going in, I was like, all right, I want to be like real and transparent, but I don't want to like trigger anybody, because I know mental health can be, it can be a triggering topic. When you talk about mental health, a lot of people can get scared to talk about it, to talk about the aspects of certain things. So I wanted to keep it really light. But now, since I know, that my audience really liked it, I think the next time we do a Mental Health Monday podcast for you guys, I'm gonna really open up to y'all, because I really did on the last podcast, because the one thing I went into that mental health podcast with was the mindset of clarity, mental clarity, being real open and honest. Not saying that, I'm this big international content creator, but a lot of times content creators get looked at like, we're just these perfect people, all of our life centers around our content, when we really do struggle and go through a lot of things on and off camera. You know what I mean? Like, I've seen streamers literally break down, on stream before, because, sometimes because we're just content, we never take the mental breaks that we need to kind of like, separate ourselves for a minute. And then there's that fear of like, if I do take a minute off to worry about my mental, will it affect my growth? And I wanted to touch up on that real quick before we get into the podcast real fast, the rest of the podcast. This is why I said I told Eknight, take the week off. I got him this week. I want to talk to him. I'm going to talk to him today. I'm going to talk to y'all. We're going to talk about everything today. But when it comes to that, always make sure you take time off of work, content, whatever you need to, for your motherfucking mental health, man. Your viewers, your followers, your fan base, whatever you want to call them, will be there when you get back. I promise you. They will appreciate the transparency. You know what I mean? If you just say, hey, look, not feeling good, going through a lot mentally, I need some time off of this. Even with work, I need some time off of this. Work's a little different because, everybody needs money, and we live in a really fucked up society right now. But I just want you guys to know that those mental breaks are super important, and you need to take them. You need to take them. A lot of people look at me like, damn, like, if you know me, you know that I work like 10, 12-hour days, sometimes 6 days a week, and I still stream 3 to 4 days a week. On Fridays, I give you guys almost a 12-hour stream every Friday. A lot of people just think that's crazy with the amount of time I put into work and stuff like that. But just to kind of shed light on that, you have to understand, like, my drive is only this high right now because I feel like I don't have anything else to really worry about. If I had something else on my plate, best believe I'd be talking to you on Twitter, Instagram. You know what I mean? Like, yo, listen, I need some time off. I got to do this. I got to do that. You know what I mean? But for the most part, mentally, I feel okay enough to just kind of keep moving at the pace that I'm moving with my content and stuff like that. I spend my Sundays, like today, just kind of relaxing and just chilling, getting my body and my mind and spirit together for the week so we can crush it. You know what I mean? Rest is very important, man. Like, remember that. I'm a main advocate. I'll tell you right now, I know I got people from my job that listen to my podcast. And I'm going to tell you right now, like, I don't give a fuck. If I'm not feeling good enough to work, I'm not coming in. I'm going to take a PTO day. I'm going to call out if I ain't got no time. You got to do what you got to do for yourself, man. Like, we're going to get into it later on in the podcast, but these jobs, they wring you dry, you know what I mean? And they don't even think about the life that you have to live outside of work, the other job that you might have outside of work. They don't care. They just care about what they got going on. So it's up to you, and it's your own responsibility to sit there and say, hey, we ain't doing that. You know what I mean? Especially like a job like my job, man. Like we get into that later, man. Like I said, we vibing today. We vibing today. But I appreciate all the feedback with the last podcast. I was surprised to hear that a lot of y'all struggle with alcohol and stuff like that, and substance abuse. And I want to tell y'all this real quick before we jump into the gaming shit. One day at a time. You know what I mean? People feel like you got to stop things like right then and there. Like, I tell people this all the time. Change is something that happens not in a week, not in a day, but when you have that mindset to change. Change can happen instantly. You know what I mean? Instantly. That's what I tell people all the time. When I tell people, like, I'm going to change, I'm going to change, I'm going to change, I'm going to change. You know, back in the day, I say that shit all the time and think, okay, it's a process. It is, but it's a process in the mind, and you can literally change at that moment. You can literally say, you know what, I'm going to stop doing this toxic thing right now. I'm going to stop doing this right now. And change literally starts within that moment. You know what I mean? I think people get change and the transition between change, your new self and your former self mixed up. You know what I mean? Listen, dog. The village isn't built overnight, man. Understand that. A kingdom wasn't built in a day. You know what I mean? An empire doesn't start in an instant. But that mindset does. That king mindset does. That imperial mindset does. That all of that happens in a heartbeat. So, like I said, man, take everything one day at a time. You know what I mean? You're not alone in this. You can always reach out to me, like I said on the last podcast. Twitter, Instagram, whatever. You know, if you need somebody to talk to, man. You know? But enough with the sad talk, you know what I mean? Let's get into it, man. Let's jump into this motherfucking podcast real quick, gang. All right? We got a couple things to talk about gaming-wise. Not a lot, but enough. We're going to dive into the most, I guess, something I could talk about for a whole fucking hour with y'all is about Apex. So for y'all who haven't been watching my stream or anything like that, you know that the guiding, whatever they want to call it, event dropped this Tuesday that just passed. And it's a pretty dope event. It's the anime-themed event where they got like Mirage is the guy from My Hero Academia. They got the guy from One Piece as Octane. Naruto as fucking Watson. It's a pretty dope event with a lot of cool skins, a lot of cool banners and stuff like that. I did open up some packs and got some alright stuff. I got some okay stuff. But like I said, I think it was pretty dope event that they did with all the skins and stuff like that. We got like 13 days left in the season. I did finish my battle pass. So this is the second battle pass in my life that I ever finished. Shout out to me. You know what I mean? Got that 110 Spitfire skin. Awesome skin for the Spitty. Probably my most used gun this season. One of the most used guns this season. But yeah, the event is pretty dope, man. I like the skins. I like everything that's going on. I haven't played the limited time event, so I really don't do the events in Apex like that. I do like the control mode, but other than that, I try to stay away from it. I wanted to play some Rainbow Six Siege for y'all before this podcast, but I couldn't fit it like a time slot in this week because of how busy I was just to play like offline, just to try it out because I heard a lot of things changed with Siege. And Couch Combat actually dropped a video on the new season on their YouTube channel. So make sure you check that out. My boy Eknight1117's links will be in the description for the podcast. So make sure you check that out. And if you're on the video version, it will be in the description. You know what I mean? Go check out his new video about that. But Apex so far this season, I'll probably do a season review on probably a Blaze Talk episode. I had to scrap my last Blaze Talk episode just because I just felt like the content was kind of dry. And like I always tell you guys, I don't want to give y'all anything that's half-assed. I want to give y'all real, authentic content at all times. So I kind of just scrapped it. But I did drop a new YouTube video, so check that shit out. It is an Apex clip too. I'm going to be doing that a little bit more. If you noticed, I've been a lot more active, like I said, with shorts on YouTube. I've been posting whatever TikTok that I post to TikTok, I'm posting it to YouTube and vice versa. And same thing with YouTube. You're right. I just put a stream highlight up yesterday afternoon. Quick little video. You know what I mean? But it's just you know what I mean? It's just content. I'm just throwing things out there, seeing what stick. I'm not a YouTube content creator. I'm not good at editing. I'm not good at any of that shit. But I want to give y'all content from every angle and every aspect whenever I can. So when I'm not streaming, I still have that presence, you know, online and offline. But we'll talk about that later because we talking about Apex right now. I mean, I'm really liking this event. We got like 14 days left in the season. I think August 9th starts season 14, 15, 14? Yeah, season 14 because we're in 13 right now. Season 14. And they kind of already let us know we got a new, Stories from the Outlands coming out, I believe, tomorrow. But the new legend already leaked. And I do have that information for y'all. Her name is Vantage, all right? And what it looks like is she's going to be some type of scout, or what they call it, recon legend. I'll be surprised if she's like an assault legend, but looks like she's going to be like a recon legend because of her kit. She has the same passive as Seer, only it only works when you're looking at a sniper rifle or, you know, you're what is it? I'm trying to think. Unarmed, right? So you have to have your gun away, or you have to be looking through a sniper scope, I believe. And it'll give you a lot more information than Seer's passive does. It'll let you know like how many teammates are alive for that team member and let you know their health and stuff like that. Gives you a lot more information. So I'm not going to lie, I've been playing a recon legend damn near this whole season pretty much. I'm at like 30 wins with Bloodhound, and I just started playing them this season. So I love Bloodhound. And I always like having a recon legend on my team. So I don't know. You might see me play this new character. Her name is Vantage. She's like sniper related, as you can tell. Like I said, her passive already. Her tactical, she can launch her Echo, whatever the fuck that is. I guess you throw it up in the air, kind of like how you would do like Crypto's drone. And then you can hold Q, or yeah, you tap Q and you can launch towards your wing companion, which is something she throws up in the air, so you can kind of get like a bird's eye view on your area or whatever. I don't know how long you can be up there, but you probably can be up there, I say, for a good amount of time. And you can probably shoot from up there too, which is crazy. And then her ultimate is a sniper rifle, a custom rifle that scans enemies and boosts damage for Vantage in a squad. Damage doubles for Vantage on successive shots. Teammates get 15% bonus damage on marked targets. That's pretty dope. And not gonna lie, Valkyrie mains, this is for y'all. Like, they made this legend specifically to counter Valkyrie, because her meta right now is just insane. Let me take a sip of water real quick. I can't even talk today. Yeah, so this is for y'all, man. Her Valkyrie's meta this season is so crazy. I've only won as many games I've won this season because I play with a Valkyrie main. Shout out my boy Crazy. One of the best Valkyrie mains I know. He's very good at what he does. And Valkyrie's just one of the best legends in the game right now. And since I play Bloodhound and he plays Valkyrie, it's just a crazy combination, dog. Like, it's like we always have information. And then when my other boy, shout out my boy Hua, plays Seer, it's just we got the game on lock, man. But you would know that if you watch this over at twitch.tv/BlazeXInferno and their channels respectively. You know what I mean? You would know that we just be putting in work when we play as a team together. Our team synergy is crazy. It's unbelievable. And it's dope. And we just been killing it this season. But not going to lie, advantages for y'all Valkyrie mains, dog. Like, I'm not going to be surprised if y'all get knocked out of the sky by this character, literally. Literally a character with an ultimate that is a fucking sniper rifle. You know what I mean? And I've been playing with the charge rifle lately, so I'm looking forward to, playing this legend. You know what I mean? Especially since I get to aim down sights and get all this information, and I've been using the charge rifle for about a week now. It's probably the favorite sniper rifle. It's the easiest to use, so there's that. But that's enough Apex talk. I mean, I could talk about Apex all day, but I don't want to. I mean, I want to kind of keep the ball rolling with the conversation, especially since, it's just me by myself, man. I'm not going to lie, man. Doing a podcast by yourself is no easy task, man, because you kind of got to keep the conversation going. I'm used to having a rebuttal or two. My boy Eknight being like, but what about this? But what about that? What about this? It's a little different when you're, doing this by yourself. But, like I said, we just vibing today, man. We just vibing. Like I said, that's enough Apex talk, man. If you are interested in these skins and stuff like that, Revenant gets a cool, Evangelion skin. I think I said that right. Like I said, it's just dope. This season of Apex has been by far my favorite. I think this was my breakthrough season. This was me kind of figuring out who I want to main, all that cool stuff. So I think I figured that out. But yeah, man, let's get it popping. So in other news, we got some Ubisoft news. And as you know, Ubisoft's been taking crazy L's lately. I don't know why, man. I don't know what's up with them. I don't know why they can't get anything the fuck right now. I don't know what their struggle is, what they got going on over there, development. But they're making all the wrong decisions in my eyes. So they're dropping, as you guys probably already know, I think we talked about it on a previous episode, they have Rainbow Six Siege coming to mobile. But now they have the Division coming to mobile, man. It's called the Division Resurgence. And believe it or not, the story does have a story to it, which I thought was really cool, only because, I do like the lore of the Division. I think it's probably one of the best properties that Ubisoft has right now. The Division 2 has been running for 5-6 years strong, and it has a big player base. So I'm just surprised by that. But they got a new Division coming out that takes place in Manhattan. You play before the events of the Division game. And I just don't know why they're taking this approach to a mobile game. I guess because we talked about this on the last podcast, I think the mobile market is the fastest growing market ever. You see a lot of these mobile games are raking in billions of dollars a month, a week. PUBG Mobile is one of the biggest games, period. Like, period. Because of that Asian market that they tapped in over there in China and stuff like that. And I think everybody just sees that money and they want to go for it. You got Diablo Immortals. You got Call of Duty Mobile. You have Apex Mobile that just dropped. You have all these games that are kind of catering to that market. Final Fantasy, what is that? The First Soldier, which needs to come to motherfucking console and PC immediately, because that's a really good, battle royale game. But I don't know why everybody's thinking like we all want to play something on our phones. Like, when I do play something on my phone, is either two things are happening. I'm literally bored of where I'm at, or like I'm just at work on my break and I want to play a game of Apex real fast. Like, that is the only time. Like, I'm never like, or if I'm like laying in bed and I don't feel like getting up to turn on my PC or my console or whatever, I just lay in bed and play some Apex Mobile on my phone or whatever. It's like I look at mobile games like a quick fix. Like, it just kind of, you get your little form of entertainment in real quick and you move on about your life. But it's like, I'm going to be real with you. I don't want to play a looter shooter on my phone. Like, I always used to think it would be cool for Destiny to come to mobile. And I always used to talk about that back in the day. Like, there was this game that I played on mobile for a very short amount of time that was like Destiny. I don't remember the name of it. But it was literally like Destiny. It was like a looter shooter, had a hub world, everything. But the thing about it was you literally played it in short bursts. Like, I didn't sit there and play it for an hour and, some change. I sat there and maybe played it for 15 minutes at a time. Did a level real fast and I was out. So, if the Division Resurgence can kind of be like that, where, the missions are very short and sweet, and it's something I could do while I'm, taking a shit, or I'm on my lunch break, or, something like that, then I think I'm going to be interested in it, and I probably will play it. But from what we've seen with Apex Mobile, I think the problem with Apex Mobile is it's like too goddamn big, man. Like, you're literally playing a full-blown Apex match just on your phone. And at first I liked that concept and I was playing it a lot, but I haven't really played Apex Mobile lately just because of that. Like, I don't have 20 to 25 minutes, in a break. A regular break at work is 15 minutes. So I don't have 30 minutes to, dedicate to an Apex match. You know what I mean? I just think we struggle with that, at least with these mobile games. They need to make these mobile games feel like mobile games, I feel like now it's like, give us the console PC quality on mobile without giving us the experience of a console or PC game, if that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense. It makes sense in my head. Like, give me the quality. Like, give me an actual full-blown game that it's like, when you look at it, you're like, wow, like, this looks just like, whatever game on my PlayStation. You know what I mean? Give me that, but don't give me the full-blown, like, I'm doing a fucking Destiny raid on my phone. You know what I mean? Because, one, phone batteries these games drain batteries. So it's like, you need to be able to get somebody's, attention span for just a short amount of time, multiple times a day, man. I think that's the thing that I really liked about, like, those old mobile games where it was like those, like the Clash of Clans and shit like that. You pop in, you do what you got to do, you get the fuck off, and you check it in about 2-3 hours from now. You know what I mean? It's like a busy game more than like a full-blown game that needs my attention 24/7. That's why I tell people to this day, like, my favorite mobile games are games like that. Like, I don't play Clash Royale or anything like that. I don't play Clash of Clans anymore. But I will say, when I did play it, I played it a lot. And I played that game for, I probably played that game for a year or two. And I put money into it and everything. I won't even lie to you. I was big on Clash of Clans, but I liked what it did. It was like, you hop on, You hit all your buildings real quick, and that was it. You might build a fence real fast, repair some shit, you get the fuck off. 5-10 minutes, you're done. You know what I mean? I haven't found a game like that in a while. Like, Pokemon Go is like that. Like, I do every once in a while, just boot up the app, see what's around me and stuff like that. But I don't play that game like I used to. I used to be really big on Pokemon Go. I think that's when I realized, like, mobile games really have the potential to be full-blown video games, dog. Like, they have the potential to do that because Pokemon Go was like it was an event within itself. If you guys remember that, Pokemon Go, like, everybody was playing it. People's moms and dads were playing it, grandfathers. Listen, I used to go to a park about 4 years ago every Saturday and walk around that bitch playing Pokemon with grown-ass men. Yeah, I mean, doing raids with grown-ass men. I'm talking about in their 50s, 40s playing Pokemon Go. Where there's a Mewtwo raid going on over there or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, that game is an event within itself. And it's like, I kind of wish, like, we had more games like that. Like, I know we got, like, the Witcher game. We got that Minecraft game. But I felt like the Pokemon game was, like, the best. Pokemon Go to this day is still dope. It's just, I don't have the time to go out there and go catch some Pokemon, man, like I want to. I might today. It's a nice day outside. I might just walk around and do that shit because, like I said, that game is an event within itself, man. Like, you start that game up and you see other people. Like, you go to, like, a busy park with a lot of Pokestops and gyms and stuff. It is, like, the funnest experience because you'll go to one gym and you'll literally see somebody, like, taking down that gym that's on a different team than you, and you're like, oh, yeah, I'm about to take his Pokemon out too. Yeah, I mean, it's just dope, man. It's dope. And those are the type of mobile games that I enjoy, not these full-blown console experiences on your phone, man. Like, I'm not trying to sit on my phone for 30 minutes. One, I never thought these, like I'm not going to lie to you, COD Mobile is probably the most comfortable game to play on mobile. I don't know why. It's something about COD Mobile where it just feels fucking good. Like, Apex Mobile feels good too, but it doesn't feel as good as, like, a Call of Duty Mobile does, and I don't know why. Maybe the feedback or the input just doesn't feel as good. Like, I feel like, I don't know. Maybe I gotta tweak the settings a little bit, but I do love Apex Mobile. Don't get it wrong. I like that they add, mobile exclusive legends, and there's all this other stuff going on in it. But it's hard for me to play it because, like I said, I only play those type of games when I'm bored. Like, I'm just, like, at a doctor's appointment waiting, or I'm, here waiting, or I'm at the bar, and, the conversations get kind of dry, so let me pull my phone out and play a game of Apex real quick. It's that type of vibe. You know what I mean? I always think about streaming mobile games, like a lot of my friends do. I have a lot of friends that do stream mobile games, and I always think about doing the same thing, like doing, like, a mobile Monday or some shit like that. But the thing about it is, like, mobile games are just uncomfortable to play on your phone. So I have to get, like, a tablet or something. And I gave my iPad away like a year or two ago. So I ain't got no iPad no more. But maybe if I buy a new iPad, who knows? I might. And then, we can get those mobile Mondays popping. Because I feel like mobile games are so much better to play when you have a tablet. You know what I mean? Versus your phone. But, yeah, we got the Division Resurgence coming out. It looks like Ubisoft is really making that push into the mobile market. What I want to know is what the fuck happened to, what was that game called? The Division Heartlands, which was supposed to be the free-to-play console PC game. Like, I was actually looking forward to that. I mean, I was actually looking forward to that. Like, that was a good idea. Not that Ghost Recon, Battle Royale, whatever the fuck that was. That game was weird. And it's weird because, I'm not going to lie to you, Ghost Recon would be a dope-ass Battle Royale game. Like, watching my friends play that H1Z1 Battle Royale game, or like watching them play like PUBG, and how tactical of a game that is, you can only take it to the next level with like a Ghost Recon Battle Royale game. Like realistically, I think the best Battle Royale game would be a Ghost Recon game. You know what I mean? Like, just give us like this big ass open, area with swamps and forests and lakes and all types of shit. Like, kind of make it like Breakpoint, where it's like you get into a firefight with another team, and if they hit you, you get like injured and stuff. So now you need band-aids, and you walk with a limp now, and you like really need to rely on teamwork and team synergy. I think a Ghost Recon Battle Royale game would be lit, but like whatever that game they showed us like a year ago, like that wasn't the fuck it, man. Like dropping whole sniper towers and shit. Like, what the fuck was that, man? Like, that shit was weird, dog. That shit was weird. But to be honest, they haven't done right by Ghost Recon like in a while. I thought Wildlands was really good. Breakpoint was good before they, stopped supporting it. I think they just got it to the point where it was like a great game. You know what I mean? Because I really like Breakpoint. I like the mechanics of it. I think it plays very fluidly, and I really enjoy the way that it played. The realism of it. Literally, when you turn the realism mode on, like you turn off all the looter shooter shit, that game is such an experience, bro. It is such a fucking experience. Turn the fast travel off, all that shit. Like, you're running into enemy patrols and stuff like that. You got the AI teammates. You're figuring out how to take them out. Like, that game is such a vibe, dog. And we need that vibe from Ghost Recon. Before they give us a Battle Royale game, they need to give us a proper standalone Ghost Recon game. Same with the Division. Just drop the Division 3 of this Heartland shit. The mobile shit's going to be cool, but I can't see me playing it long term. Same thing with Siege. I can't see me playing that shit long term. On mobile, at least. You know what I mean? I want to get back into Siege on PC so bad, because it looks like they really like revamped that game, but I'm not going to lie, man. I just don't be having the time, man. But, I'm always going to have love for Siege. Like I said, go check out my boy Couch Combat's new video that they dropped on it on the new season. I watched it. It's pretty dope. And that was really my drive to be like, hold up, I got to start slotting some Sunday Sieges in here. I mean, we might have to get back to Sunday Siege. But yeah. We got the Division resurgence. More Ubisoft news is Assassin's Creed Rift is reportedly Ubisoft's unannounced delayed game. I don't know what the fuck it is. I don't know if it's a mobile game. It's called a smaller unannounced premium game. And when I hear premium, I usually hear freemium in my head, which means like free to play, which Ubisoft already said that they're trying to, go the free to play route as far as with their IPs, which ain't nothing wrong with that. It's everything wrong when it's Ubisoft, which is a very money hungry ass. I don't know what the fuck happened to them, man. Time savers. Selling you time savers and all types of shit to make the grind less. Like, I don't know if I want a free to play game from them, dog. Like, I want them to not have a reason to put 1,000 microtransactions in their game. Assassin's Creed Valhalla was a very good game. A lot of people, didn't like the grind, the drag of it. You do the same thing over and over again. But again, like I've said on previous podcasts, I have like a soft brain. That's what the term we're going to call it, a soft brain. I like repetitiveness when it's done in a way that is constantly challenging me. You know what I mean? I love repetitiveness. That's why I like Call of Duty, because Call of Duty is literally the same thing. Run and gun, shoot, kill, die, kill, die, kill, die, over and over again. You know what I mean? I like repetitiveness. Assassin's Creed Odyssey, Assassin's Creed Valhalla, I spent hours in those games, hundreds of hours in those games. Bought all the DLC, everything. I love those games. And like I said, I'm not going to lie. I want them to do another Assassin's Creed game, but I don't like what I'm hearing with this Assassin's Creed game. Like the whatever they were calling the last one, like Infinite or whatever the fuck it was, where it was gonna be a 10-year Assassin's Creed game. They were just gonna update it. I wasn't liking the sound of that, man. I wasn't liking the sound of that. Just give me like a location, a character, and that's it. Let me run around. Let me do the same thing over again. Take this base, take that base. Sneak here, sneak there, you know what I mean? Get new loot, get new armor, stuff like that. Let me do that, man. You know what I mean? Let me do that. But if they can give us a freemium Assassin's Creed game that plays good, feels good, doesn't, try to ask for your wallet every 5 seconds, I'm going to play it. I'm going to play it. And if it's not on mobile, I'm going to play it. Hopefully it's not on mobile. When I hear smaller, I think mobile. So, because it says smaller, unannounced premium game. So, I'm thinking free-to-play mobile game. But we'll see. I think Ubisoft is just making all the wrong decisions. What I would like Ubisoft to do is give us another single-player Rainbow Six game. All right? Give us like Vegas 3 or give us Patriots. Hold on real quick. I'm going to take a sip of water. Yeah, give us another motherfucking Rainbow Six game, free to, you can make it free to play. Just make it, a single player game or something like that. You know what I mean? I think the one game I've always appreciated, but I can't get into it because the one thing I want to do in that game, you got to literally get to like level 16, which takes forever to do, is Genshin Impact. I've always had a lot of respect for that game, because it is literally a free-to-play game that like doesn't even ask for your wallet. You just want to give your wallet to it because it's a very good game. It's very fleshed out. The grind is actually fun. And I'm not gonna lie to you, Genshin Impact is a dope-ass game. I might have to download this shit on my phone again because I'm not gonna lie, I really like Genshin Impact. I just can't get into it because I think that the for me, the grind of level 16 is such a slag, and it's like I want to be able to play Genshin Impact with the boys, man. And I wish you could just do that from the rip, but that's what stops me. And the thing about it is Genshin Impact is essentially a single player experience that you can play multiplayer in, but it's a free-to-play single-player game. So when I say free-to-play single-player game, a lot of people be like, they wouldn't do something like that. They'll go more multiplayer-based because you can make a lot more money off of multiplayer. But I think Genshin Impact handled, a single-player free-to-play experience so fucking well that it's just like, you can't even get mad about this shit. Like, I'm literally about to download Genshin right now on my phone just because, I really respect that game, and I like how it's cross-play. Like, I can literally pick it up, play it on my motherfucking phone, and then go play it on my PC or my Xbox later. I really like that. I think that's dope. Shout out to this developer. I would like to see them, make more games like this. Maybe do like a free-to-play, first-person shooter, like open-world first-person shooter game or something. I don't know. But Genshin Impact's pretty dope. And I feel like a lot of these developers need to kind of follow that wave. Like, if you do an Assassin's Creed game that's free-to-play, kind of do it like that where, you can get new armor and stuff like that by, rolling it in the store. Like, I wouldn't mind, like once every other week, just throwing $10 at the game. You know what I mean? That's the thing about free-to-play games. I tell a lot of people is like, you can't be broke playing a free-to-play game, dog. Like, I know it's more so catered to people who I ain't throwing no shots because the game that I play the most is a free-to-play game. All right, I play a lot of Apex, but I do spend a lot of money in that game too. free-to-play games are kind of targeted to people who just either don't have anything to play or can't afford to buy a $60 game. You know, a $60 paywall is steep, dog. When you got kids, you know, you live on your own. This economy is fucking nuts right now. You know what I mean? So it's like it's hella difficult right now to sit there and ask somebody, hey, you know, $60 for this game that you may not like, you know, because a lot of these games nowadays kind of come out and they're duds. You know what I mean? They're not as they were advertised, stuff like that. So, I mean, I have no problem with a motherfucker who's, you know, plays a free-to-play game. But the thing about it is you can't be broke playing a free-to-play game because it literally forces you to do two things. Either grind your ass off, make that the only game you fucking play because you have to dedicate hours and hours and hours like a game like Warframe. If you go the freemium route with that game, like literally never spending any money, you have to put hours into that game. Hours in that game. Same thing with Genshin. You have to put out. If you go to full free to play, like I never spent $1 on this game, you have to put so much money and time into it. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous, man. Ain't nobody got time for that shit. Ain't nobody got time for that. You know what I mean? So that's why I say you can't be broke playing these free to play games. You know what I mean? You got to spend some money somewhere. They going to get you somewhere. Either it's a battle pass, it's a skin you really want, or it's just you just trying to bypass some grind and just get the character, get everything right there. You know what I mean? But I think as far as that, like Ubisoft, if they do a free to play game, I would like to see them do like another single player Ghost Recon, another single player Rainbow Six game. A free to play Assassin's Creed game would be good if they didn't just destroy it, run it in the ground. I'd be okay with it. You know what I mean? I just don't trust Ubisoft, man. Like I like their IPs. They have really great IPs. It's just they haven't handled them well in so long. Like, you know, hopefully next year we get that Splinter Cell game, that Splinter Cell remake. But other than that, they've been fucking up, man. They've been fucking up. So we'll see where Ubisoft goes, man. You know, I would like to see. I don't know why Siege and For Honor haven't gone free to play yet. I honestly don't know why they haven't went cross play either. Like, especially For Honor. Like, I don't know anybody playing For Honor with mouse and keyboard. So there's really no advantage there. I don't know why For Honor is not, free to play, cross play. I just don't get it. I feel like that would make that player base. Like, I've always wanted to get into For Honor, but I just can't, man. Like, I think that learning curve is like weird. Like that rock, paper, scissors shit is weird, man. I really enjoy the game though. Like that single player was kind of dope, even though it was just a multiplayer, but smaller. You know what I mean? I don't know. Ubisoft, get it together, man. Get it together. All right. So that's all the gaming news we got. Now it's just time to vibe. It's time to talk. It's time to, just chill. We about, 48 minutes into the podcast. I think I did all right. Like I said, this is going to be a short podcast today. I ain't giving you no 2-hour podcast. You know what I mean? It's, I know y'all ain't listened to both episodes last week. And if you did, I appreciate you. But if you didn't, go back and listen to episode 37 and 38, man. Listen to both of them. You know what I mean? But today I'm just going to, talk to y'all a little bit. I get a lot of questions in my DM. I get a lot of people hitting me up, asking me a lot of questions. Like I said, do what you want with this motherfucking information. You know what I mean? If it doesn't work for you, don't sit there and say, well, Blaze told me. You know what I mean? Like, this is what works for me. This is how I live my life. You ain't got to listen to me, dog. I'm not your father. You know what I mean? I'm Eknight 1117's dad, and I'm Rizzo's dad. You know what I mean? I ain't your dad. And if this is Rizzo or Eknight listening, what's up, son? How you doing? You know what I mean? But yeah, let's get into it, man. Let me give y'all some I don't know what to call it, like life skills. I guess we could say life skills. Um, Me as a person, I have ADHD. I live a weird life. Not gonna lie. Sometimes I feel like I live my life like a video game, like Persona or some shit. You know what I mean? I live my life very strange. You know what I mean? I kind of do what I want to do and move how I want to move, but I like schedule everything. Like at least nowadays, everything is scheduled in my life. You know what I mean? I like to know what I'm doing the week before it comes. So I already know what I'm doing next week, this week. You know what I mean? That's the way I like to live my life so I can plan things around, whether it's work, streaming, content in general around that. You know what I mean? I like to be prepared now. You know, I learned all this in, you know, my old age. I'm 29 years old. I used to not be this type of person. I just kind of went with the wind. I still do that to a certain extent, but I'm more so scheduled out with my life now. So as far as content, like we talked about it earlier in the beginning of the podcast, a lot of people always say like, damn, how the fuck do you work 10, 12 hours and then stream, 3, 4 hours, plus, sometimes I'm giving you a 12-hour stream sometimes, 3 to 4 days a week. How do you do that? And like I said, I ain't got no kids. You know what I mean? I don't have any kids. It's just me, myself, and I, and my boy Guinness, as y'all know. I do have kids. I have my son Rizzo and my son Eknight, but they grown. They moved out and stuff like that. They out the house. But as far as that goes, it's just me, myself, and I, so I really only have to worry about myself. As of lately, I've been pretty big on what I eat. I mean, I try to keep my stuff generally healthy. I try to eat pretty healthy. Not gonna lie. I don't know. Like, I think with me as a content creator, I base everything around two things: how I'm feeling and work. Cause I gotta work to do what I gotta do. If I don't work, I can't stream because I can't pay my bills. My internet goes out, and how the fuck am I gonna go live? You know what I mean? So I gotta work. Unfortunately, and I kind of wanted to talk about this because I did say it in the beginning of the podcast. I don't like my job. I'm going to keep it real with y'all. You know what I mean? I don't like my job. I don't care who's listening right now. I feel like y'all need to hear this. If you work at my job and you hear this, I don't like my job. I never did. I wanted to quit the day I started. I've been at my job for 6 years now. Well, a little over 6 years. I wanted to quit the day I started. But at the time, I had a lot of things I was trying to do. So I ended up staying. The person I was with at the time kind of just, talked some sense into me. Like, you got to suck it up right now. Do what you got to do so we can live the life that we want to live. And that mindset has had me there for 6 years. Not going to lie. When that relationship ended, I wanted to quit again. But at the time, I was kind of going through some things with my personal life. So I wasn't mentally prepared to just be like, all right, let me just go start another job. You know what I mean? Like, I was dug in with the job that I have now, and it was just kind of like one of those things where, I was like, fuck it. I'm a do my motherfucking thing. If they fire me, they fire me. And they didn't, and I appreciate them for that. So, you're one of my supervisors listening to this, shout out to you. For not letting your boy go when I was going through a hard motherfucking time. But I hate my goddamn job, dog. I hate my job. I hate the repetitiveness of it. I hate the drama, the politics. I hate all that shit, man. Like, I'm the type of person I just want to come to work, do my job, and go the fuck home. Like I say all the time in my job, nobody wants to go to work. We have to go to work. We have to. You could talk all that boss shit all you want all day. Man, I live by a philosophy of, I work to live. I don't live to work. You know what I mean? And that's my philosophy, hopefully to the day I die. I mean, and like I was telling you guys, if I ain't feeling it, I ain't going to work. I mean, my money gonna be a little short. I'm not going. I'm gonna have to say, I can't buy that game, or nah, guys, I can't go out this weekend because I ain't got it like that. But at the end of the day, you know what I mean. I gotta worry about my mental state first. So, like I said, I don't like my job. I hate it. I've been wanting to quit for eons. I want to quit now more than ever, just because scheduling, dog. Scheduling. I feel like for y'all that know, I work overnight. So it's like it's really hard for me to do like the things that I want to do stream wise. I feel like if I work during the day and I got off like 3, 4 in the afternoon, I could literally stream from like 6 to like 11, 6 to like 10. And I could probably stream every day. I could stream like every day if I did that. But unfortunately, I work overnight. Not that I couldn't stream like, 3 to 9 or something like that. I just feel like it's more difficult to do, if that makes sense. I don't know. I think right now I'm in that mindset where I just kind of want to work during the daytime, but I don't want to work during the daytime at the job I'm at now. But everything with me is about patience, though. I'm a very patient person. I don't just jump into shit. You know what I mean? I take my time, I analyze situations, and I go for what works for me. So me telling you all this, because I'm kind of rambling on with this, is if you're unhappy with something, change it. You know what I mean? If you're unhappy with something, change it. But don't run into something, the grass ain't always greener on the other side, man. Like a lot of people think like, oh, I'm going to just go get this new job and all my problems are going to be alleviated. You might go to another job and it's just straight bullshit. Straight bullshit. I'm going to tell you right now, from me working at my job that I've been at for almost 7 years, unfortunately, I know that other jobs operate just like my job, but I feel like I deal with just less stress, and that's all I care about. You know what I mean? I'm not in a position of like all this power at my job where, I have to take care of and manage a lot. You know what I mean? I don't have to do a lot, but it's just a lot of like bullshit, man. It's like, I literally just want to go to work, turn my brain off, and just, be a robot for 8, 10, 12 hours. You know what I mean? I don't want to have to, oh man, this person, and oh man, that person, oh man, it's just like, oh man, I don't get paid for that. I don't get paid for that. Like, I don't get paid. I don't get paid to be worried about, oh well, this person, and the upper management and this, that's not in my pay grade, dog. That's not in my pay grade. Like if I was getting paid that type of money, you wouldn't hear me complaining. But that's not in my pay grade. So it's like, the fuck, man. You know what I mean? I'm very patient. I think 2023 is gonna be my year. I turned 30, and with 30. There's a lot of things that I want for myself, and I'm not playing no games about me ever. And that's what my greatest advice I can give you is, don't play games with yourself ever, nigga. Don't ever play no games about you. You know what I mean? Whatever your name is, listening to this podcast, listen to me ramble about bullshit. You know what I mean? Don't play about you. What I mean by that, because a lot of people don't understand it, that slang, don't play about, don't accept no shorts. Do not accept no shorts, dog. Like, I don't play no games about me, dog. It's crazy to think, like, if I had a kid right now, like how many people I would have to slap right now. That list would be crazy. Because, like, one thing is, I don't play about me. I'm damn sure ain't about to play about my seed. You know what I mean? I damn sure ain't gonna play about my kid. You know what I mean? So, and I got a long list of people I gotta slap the shit out of right now. It's just, jail, stuff like that. I'm scared of, the repercussions of that. You know what I mean? But, and it's nobody at my job or nothing, believe me. It's just life in general. You just be wanting to slap the shit out of people. The thing about my job is the one thing I love about my job is the people there. I love everybody there, from my supervisors to, the people on the floor that I work with. It's just the stress and the bullshit and the not knowing, what your schedule is and having a worker. It's just like, I feel like in 2022, Corona showed the world and showed these employers that y'all need us more than we need y'all. You know what I mean? Like, literally, we went into an entire pandemic, damn near about to go into a recession. We're still in a pandemic, technically. These companies don't want to admit it because, they got to pay you for that. You know what I mean? They got to understand we're still in a pandemic. But these companies need you way more than you need them. And y'all need to understand that. Don't play about yourself. Don't accept no shorts, man. And don't be afraid to level up neither. Don't do that. You know what I mean? I used to be like that, not gonna lie, maybe like 3 years ago. I was just afraid of leveling up. I was afraid to do what I do now, to be honest. I was afraid to be a content creator, be a streamer. I didn't think I'd be any good at it. You know what I mean? And I'm that nigga. So I had to realize that real quick. I had to realize I'm that nigga. But don't play no games about yourself, man. If you don't like that job, go find another one. You know what I mean? Don't get too dug in. Get the fuck out. You know what I mean? Don't play about yourself. Don't let anybody play with your name, play with you. That's very important. You know what I mean? People always tell me that, I get a lot of sly remarks. Let me take a sip of this water real fast. I get a lot of sly remarks about what I do, content creating and stuff like that. I go to work, everybody's like, oh, you were streaming Mr. Gamer last night. Like, I can understand when I can see the difference of when somebody's joking and somebody's being Joe as shit. Somebody's being jealous. They got envy in their heart because I'm doing something that I love to do. You know what I mean? And you're going to experience that because, like I said this on stream one time. Like, I can't wait until I get into some type of internet beef / I get some type of hate. You know what I mean? Because that's going to let me know I fucking made it, nigga. That's when I know I'm that fucking dude, man. When I got somebody's name in my mouth, oh, I done made it. I done made it, dog. I done fucking made it, man. So, yeah, I know listen, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I want to get into a Twitter beef with somebody so fucking bad, dog. Because as y'all see on my stream, my roast game is vicious, dog. Like, I don't even have to know you. It's worse when I can see what you look like. I know you in person. I know you from the street. I know you from work. I know you from wherever. I can literally grind you to sawdust when I know what you look like. I know, what you do, how you get down. I can grind you the fuck up, dog. But I want to get into a Twitter beef so bad, dog. I just want to. I want to grind somebody the fuck up. Like I be grinding Rizzo the fuck up. You know what I mean? Shout out my guy Rizzo, man. My son. Love you, man. But, you going to get hate. So, that's always going to be a factor. But I'm rambling off here, man. Is this my mental health episode? Is this me? Are y'all my therapist? Is this my therapy right now? Am I in therapy right now? Am I in therapy right now? This podcast might be my therapy. I don't know. All I'm trying to say to you, though, without all the rambling, is don't play about you. Do what you want to do. And live your motherfucking life. And don't let these fucking jobs try to take advantage of you. Like I said earlier, they want to wring you the fuck out. You know what I mean? So where you're so tired you can't do anything else in your regular life. Nah, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I gotta go to, whether it's grocery shopping or I gotta go do something with my car or I gotta stream or I gotta do anything. You know what I mean? I need to have time for me, and you ain't gonna suck me the fuck dry, man. Shit, you got me fucked up. So, I mean, like I said, don't play about you. Now, how this all goes into what I said we're going to talk about content creation is I'm very good with scheduling. And I do a lot of research, dog. You know what I mean? Like I said, 48 Laws of Power, really good book. And I'm not a master at, but I'm like an apprentice at it. I'm an apprentice at the art of war. In the 48 Laws of Power, dog. I would say I understand it enough to be able to adapt it into my everyday life. You know what I mean? And everything with me is two things: strategy and timing. So you got to do your research, dog. So I watch a lot of YouTube videos on, how to grow as a content creator. I watch the waves. I watch where, people are going, what people are doing, and I try to adapt. So let's get into it. Like I was saying earlier, one of the biggest ways to grow as a content creator right now is shorts on YouTube, reels on Instagram, TikToks on TikTok. You know what I mean? They're easy to grow because in this world that we live in right now, our time is very limited. Like I just told you, I work 8 to 10 to 12 hours sometimes and stream 4, or more hours, 3 to 4 days a week. So my time for entertainment outside of those two things is very limited. You know what I mean? Like I always complain to myself all the time, I don't have time to play the games that I want to play offline. Like, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I'm about to leak it out right now. Fuck it. Pause. Once we finish this Final Fantasy playthrough, I'm probably gonna play Horizon Forbidden West on stream because I want to play that game, but I never have time to because, like, I'm always fucking busy, dog. Like, I'm always fucking busy. And it's like, damn, dog. Like, I just want to play my little, single player offline games, but I never have time to, whether it's, I'm hanging out with, a lady, or I'm doing this, I'm doing that, or I'm out touching grass. You know what I mean? It's like timing and strategy are very important. You know what I mean? Like, I try to, on Sundays, Saturdays during the day, create all my content for the week. So, like, all my reels and my TikToks. I go on Twitch, download the VOD, chop it up, turn them into TikToks and stuff like that. So I have multiple posts for the week. You know what I mean? Instead of just being like, going home and be like, all right, what do I post? I already know what to post. You know what I mean? That's very important. Like I said, TikTok will really help you grow as a content creator. I've met a lot of cool people on TikTok, actually. So definitely use TikTok, man, and follow me on TikTok at BlaqHarleyQue. And like I said, it all takes strategy, man. Like, growing as a content creator is like, you kind of got to find your lane and stick with it. And my lane, honestly, is against everybody. I mean, because I went against the grain with this. Because at one point, everybody was telling me, like, no, don't do that. Like, that's just, it's not a good vibe, but it's me. And like my boy T say, it ain't real, it ain't right. You know what I mean? And I always want to give y'all real, authentic me. You know what I mean? I want to give y'all Blazed X Inferno, always. So I like to turn up. I like to party. I like to have a good time. I like to be a little rowdy. I like to be a little loud. Let me put that into my content. You know what I mean? Let me be, a little bit unapologetically ignorant sometimes. Let me be, a little loud, Let me make jokes. Let me have fun. You know what I mean? Nothing that'll offend anybody, but, enough to where it's just kind of raunchy. You know what I mean? Like real authentic, 18 plus, really 21 and over vibes. You know what I mean? And that's what I try to deliver in my content. I like to turn up, have a good time, be loud, be the life of the party, get everybody together and we just have a good time and vibe. Like the one thing I like about streaming is it kind of connects me to you, the viewer, and we don't even know each other. We're not even sitting in the same room. But best believe when Friday Night Fight comes up, which I was just telling somebody the other day, Friday Night Fight is literally an event within itself. Like, I feel like my viewers are more excited for Friday Night Fight sometimes more than I am. And I be pretty goddamn excited, dog. Like, I'm hyped to get Friday Night Fight started. So for that to be the same vibe for y'all is like, wow. You know what I mean? It's like, wow. Wow. But, just be yourself. If we're talking about streaming in general, just be yourself, dog. Like, be goofy. You know, if you're a goofy motherfucker, be goofy. You know what I mean? If you're shy, you know, like just try to open up. You know, understand that, you know, a lot of people feel like they gotta ride trends and they gotta ride waves and do all this other shit to get popping or get popular. I'm by no means, you know, a top streamer, you know, I'm nothing like that. You know, but I think people don't really watch my streams or check for my content because of what I'm playing or what I'm doing. They like me as a person. They like my vibe. They like the energy. They like what I put out. So as far as streaming wise goes, just be yourself, man. You know what I mean? That's the number one thing. Be yourself. Be unapologetically you, man. You know, as long as it's not racist, homophobic, anything like that, you know, harming to anybody else, have some fun, man. There's no problem with telling a tasteful joke, you know, or a tasteless joke. I mean, every once in a while. I mean, being a little raunchy. I mean, if that's you and you can do it without offending a lot of people, then do that shit, man. Do that shit. Be you, dog. People are so afraid nowadays to be them. Everybody wants to act like these top streamers and shit. Nah, I'm gonna act like me, dog. And there ain't nobody like me on Twitch, dog. That's another thing. Have confidence in yourself. I'm one of the most confident people in the world. I tell people all the time, I'm the greatest at everything I didn't do. You know what I mean? And that's just because I have so much confidence in myself to be great at anything that I touch. You know what I mean? Even when I got one person watching me, I'm the best. I'm the best. I'm the man. I'm the best. You know what I mean? So always have confidence in yourself and your content. Like I said, I drop a lot of duds on TikTok, YouTube that don't get a lot of views and stuff like that. It doesn't hurt me. It doesn't upset me. You know what I mean? You just got to keep on going, man. Content. That's number 3. You know what I mean? And this is the biggest one. And I'm speaking to you right now. You. Yes, you motherfucker that thinks that you can just stream when you want without letting anybody know. You know what I mean? You don't get on Twitter or Instagram or Facebook or whatever platform you're on and let people know, hey, I'm going live at such and such time. You know what I mean? You have to being a content creator is a 24/7 job. You're not always doing it, but you're always doing it, dog. And I'm gonna tell you what I mean by that. My presence online is 24/7. You know what I mean? It's not only when I, you know, hit that live button on OBS or Streamlabs. It's when, you know, it's all the time. It's all the time. Even when I'm not streaming, I gotta be, you know, on Instagram, Twitter, you know, telling you how I feel about this, posting up that, doing this, doing that, talking to this person, talking to that person. You know, you have to have an online and offline presence at all times. People think you just turn your camera on, turn your stream on, and just go live, and you just expect people to just show up in the droves. Like, oh, we've been waiting. Like, nah, like, most of the time people are like, hey, I'm streaming. I'm like, when? I didn't know. You ain't tell me. I didn't see any post. I didn't see anything. You know what I mean? It's easier for me, like as y'all know, if y'all follow me on Instagram or Twitter, if I'm streaming that day, I'll let y'all know in the morning. Like, at least by 9 o'clock in the morning, I have a post out saying, hey, I'm streaming at this time and I'm playing this game. All right? And then I do the little countdown thing so people can share that shit. You know what I mean? They can either hit the little bell to be notified, so they'll get a notification on their phone when I'm streaming, or they can share that countdown with their followers and, you know, expand my reach. Like, let's say, you know, me and person A follow each other, you know what I mean? And me and person B follow each other. And, well, let's say me, person A and B all follow each other. But person B ain't see my story, but they saw person A's story. You know what I mean? But they saw my countdown on their story, so now they know that, hey, Blaze Inferno's streaming. You know what I mean? But they didn't see my story. They saw it through his. You know, it's all about expanding your reach to people. I mean, people always ask, like, how did I grow, so fast or faster than my expectations? Because I think I'm growing at a steady pace. You know what I mean? I'm not getting hundreds of followers a day or anything like that. You know, I ain't go viral yet. But, it's all because I'm consistent with my offline presence. I'm always on Twitter talking to another streamer. I follow specific topics on Twitter. So, I get on Twitter and I might see like a post about Apex. And, that asks like, oh, what's your favorite gun? And I'll get up in there and I'll talk and I'll say something. Somebody will reply. We'll have a nice little conversation going. And then from there on, then we follow each other. And then boom, we're following each other on Twitch or wherever. You know what I mean? So it's all about having that online and offline presence. And I feel like a lot of people don't understand that. Like, you got to have a presence on both, dog. You got to have a presence online and offline. It's super important, dog. It's super important. Just always remember that. You know what I mean? You're always, as a content creator, you're always working. You're always working. You know what I mean? You're always letting your audience know what you got going on. Like I said, with our time being so limited, Reels, Shorts, TikToks, easy way to make a 10-minute video in 30 seconds. You know what I mean? Take the best part of that video, or what you think is a climax in that video, turn it into a reel. Put the little subscribe button on the bottom so people know, hey, this is on YouTube. And show some people that shit. So now they know you have a YouTube channel. They can go check your bio out, which is another thing. Have some type of link in your bio, like a link tree or a card or something like that, where you can have all of your links in one link. I mean, so people tap the link in your bio, and then all your shit will pop up. Your Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, podcast, whatever you got going on, your art page, anything. You know what I mean? The book that you're trying to sell. You know what I mean? Getting people to click that link in your bio opens up doors to shit that you wouldn't even know. Motherfucker might click your bio and be like, oh, I didn't know Inferno had a TikTok. Let me follow him. Oh, I didn't know he had a podcast, because I'm really bad at promoting my podcast sometimes. But, he's got a podcast. You know what I mean? So, again, I'm not this, and I say this, I'm going to say this to you again. I'm not this fucking, I don't have 1 million followers or anything like that, but I'm just letting you guys know what works for me. And it's been working, and it's going to continue to work. And then when it doesn't, I'm going to just reinvent the wheel. I'm going to constantly change my formula and my strategy when it comes to things. You know what I mean? Sometimes, like as of this week, I've been posting content on Instagram and Twitter and stuff at weird times, just to kind of see what times, my content does the best. Like, when are people liking my shit the most? Is it in the morning? Or is it the nighttime? Is it the afternoon? Is it Sunday? Is it Saturday? Is it Tuesday? Is it Thursday? Is it Friday? I mean, you gotta always, be active, man. Be the fuck active, dog. That's the only way you grow. Especially on Twitch. The thing I tell people a lot is, as a streamer, you need to be in other people's streams, bro. Even if you're just lurking. That means a lot to people. When people just literally see you just jump in there and say, hey, man, lurking, have a good stream, have fun. I'm going to have you tabbed up. Hit them with a hydrate or something like that. Drop a little emote or whatever. That means a lot. That puts your name in their head. So it's like, next time you go live or something, they might be like, hey, let me raid my boy. We're going to raid out on my boy. You know what I mean? Always be active. Like, people think you can just stream. It's all about your stream. It's all about your page. Like, believe it or not, y'all, there's 1 million people doing what you're doing. How do you stand out is the most important thing. And like I said, this is what works for me. I stand out because I'm lit. I turn it up. I mean, I don't know too many people on Twitch. I don't follow too many people on Twitch that turn up like me, dog. That really just be like all my channel points be drinking related. Like most streamers I peep, you gotta, make a donation for them to even take a shot. Like fuck that, man. Like tell me to take a shot, man. People love to see me lit playing the game because I get, I just get fun. I get fun, and I like that vibe, and I like that I'm able to do that with you guys. So yeah, man, those are my tips for y'all: strategy, timing, good work-life balance. If you're not happy with what you're doing work-wise, go find something better. And yeah, that's it, man. That's it. And be active on and offline, man. Like, I can't stress that shit enough. People are always in my DMs, yo, Inferno, like, I'm not growing. I'm thinking about quitting. I'm thinking about doing this. Bro, your consistency sucks. Like, you're literally, the only time I hear from you is when you're going live. I don't see you in our friends' streams. I don't see you, in my stream. I only see you when you go live. You know what I mean? Like, and remember, you can only lurk in up to 3 people's streams for the view to count. But, pick, 3 of your friends that need a little bit of help. You know what I mean? That, you see, all right, this person only has 2 people watching. Let me, give them a lurk. That means a lot to people. That one extra, just that little counter going from 1 to 2 means a lot to people, dog. And y'all got to remember that, man. Like, we're all in this together, man. We're all in this together. That's why I said, like, the one thing about it, and this is the last thing before we wrap this up, is don't have any type of envy or hate towards the next man or woman because they're growing faster than you and all that shit. Like, dog, we all grow at our own pace. You know what I mean? I might literally not get a follower for the next month. I may not get any subs for the next month. That is okay, man. Your growth comes and goes, man. Like, you know what I mean? That's when I said, that's when you got to go back to the drawing board and reinvent that wheel. Okay, what's going on? What are making people not, the beginning, when the summer first started, my views kind of took a weird little plummet. And I just kind of chalked it up to, it's the summertime. People are outside more than they're inside. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. And just remember that. There's nothing fucking wrong with that, man. All right? You might get 10 views today. You might get 2 tomorrow. That's okay. Just stay consistent and keep going, man. And help each other out, dog. Like, the one thing I have a problem with, and this ain't a shot at nobody in particular, unless you want to take it that way. And then, like I said, I can get my first Twitter beef with you if you're ready for that. If you're ready for that, baby, we can go back and forth. But as far as black Twitch streamers go, I noticed a lot of them don't try to put nobody on, man. Don't be trying to, like, show no type of love towards anybody or anything like that. Like, the shit be fucked up. Like, I'm going to keep it real with you. I'm going to give a big shout out to somebody that I have a lot of love for in the community real quick. I should have did this in the beginning of the stream. Shout out to my homie, one of my day ones, somebody who's supported me since I became a streamer. My homie BlaqHarleyQue for getting partnered on Twitch. She got partnered on Twitch, and I forget who I was telling this to. It might have been Vitani. Shout out Vitani. I was telling her that Harley becoming partner is such a big W for the community. And I'm going to tell you why. Harley's one of the most supportive people I know. She's not bougie like a lot of these other Twitch partners or, Twitch streamers with a lot of followers and shit like that. Like, if you look at Harley's, follower to following ratio on, like either like Instagram or Twitter, she damn near follows everybody back. So I can only imagine that she follows everybody back on Twitch. And now she's partnered. You know what I mean? Like, that's such a big W because it lets you know, like, support everybody, man. And I could tell just because I know Harley on a personal level like that she's going to continue to support the community. And I wouldn't be surprised if she makes some other streamers within her community partnered because of how she is, dog. I notice a lot of like people, like especially black, you know what I mean? Like I said, if you take it as, if the shoe fits, then wear it, nigga. You know what I mean? I noticed that a lot of Twitch streamers with a lot of followers just don't be trying to like help the next man out, man. They feel like they taking away from them when that's not the case, man. We all grow together, dog. We all grow together, dog. You know what I mean? And I'm not even trying to make it a race thing, but we all grow together, man. Black, white, Asian, whatever. We all grow together. If I grow, best believe I'm going to make sure Vatani grows or Eknight grows or my boy, the Hog brothers. Shout out the Hogs, man. Everybody's growing, man. And that's what I'm big on. I'm big on all of us growing together. When I started this, I want to grow a community. I want to grow a community where everybody can eat. I tell everybody all the time, the Infernal Discord, just because it says Infernal, Inferno, doesn't mean that's my Discord. It's our Discord. This is our community. We are growing together. This is our space. I tell people all the time, if you need something in the Discord, let me know. We have like 4 different lounges now because everybody's like, well, I want a lounge and I want a lounge. It's like, bro, I'm cool with doing that. I'm cool with doing that for people within the Discord because I want to create a space for everyone to grow, man. And it's like some of y'all need to get out of that mindset that, oh, I'm the only one that's supposed to be growing. They're taking money out of my pocket, food off of my plate. Nah, man, it doesn't work like that. And Harley is the biggest example of that. Like I said, biggest W, dog. Show people that, damn, maybe we can all grow together and we can all reach our goals together. And now look, she partnered. She's partnered over people that I thought was going to hit partner before her. But she did it. It's crazy, man. Shout out to Harley, man. Love you, man. But I'm going to leave y'all on that note, man. I'm going to leave y'all with something to think about. This been actually a good podcast. We went almost an hour and a half, dog. That's crazy. But me by myself. Me, myself, and I. That's what I'm going to name the podcast. And I hope y'all enjoyed this one, man, because I'm about to wrap it up for you. I'm going to have a lot of new changes coming to Twitch this week. Shout out my boy Prosperous. He showed me that Stream Raiders shit. So I'm going to have the Stream Raiders set up for our Tuesday stream. So we're going to have some new things to do. This Friday night fight should be really fun. We'll probably do some Apex as always and then move into like Fall Guys or something like that. It should be a dope time, man. It should be a dope time. I got a lot of new things coming out. I got a couple more streamer meetups I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be in New York one weekend. I'm going to be in DC one weekend. And then I'm taking a vacation break in the beginning of September. I'm going out to Nebraska, baby, go see my boy. Also, it's his fucking birthday today, so I need to shout my man out. You know what I mean? Shout out my motherfucking brother, Bird, man. As you know from the last podcast, episode 38, he was on the mental health podcast from the music podcast. My boy Bird, man, happy birthday to you. I fucking love you, man. You already know what it is. We gonna turn it up when I see you in Nebraska. That's one of my day ones, y'all. I love that nigga to death. I'm gonna have his information in the description for this podcast. Go show my brother some love on Instagram. You know what I mean? Dog. Real one, man. Real one. Shout out my boy Bird. Love you, bro. Wrap this joint up, man. I'm going to see y'all on the next one. I'll see you on the next stream and all that, man. My name is BlazedXinferno. You can follow me at Twitch at twitch.tv/BlazedXinferno. You can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok at BlazedXinferno. I'll see you on the next episode. This has been episode 39. Next time I see you guys will be episode 40. It's going to be crazy. We 40 episodes into this shit. Let's get it. I love y'all. Have a good rest of your day, night, whatever the fuck you're doing. Just get the fuck out. And remember what I said, man. If you ain't happy with where you at and what you're doing, change it because you can. Peace out.